I live in Lancaster. Like the city, I think it's a great place to live.
Sometimes come and sit here and that. And they are quite pleasant. I think if the trees went, it would be very bare and cold looking.
There was a consultation when the council decided to renovate the square, but I don't think anyone was asked whether they wanted the trees to be cut down, and they're not consulting on that now.
I didn't see any posters or getting any letters or anything about this, so I'm suddenly again hearing word about these trees being cut down.
I had no idea about the trees, but I care very much for the trees because I think they bring a lot of joy, and the thought of them being cut down wounds me terribly.
The main reason they're citing, I think, is that the aphids that feed on the trees produce some sticky sap that falls on the ground and is a potential slip hazard.
Well, I think it's more about the pavements than the actual trees.
Since they've done all the new layout in Lancaster, these can be very slippy anyhow, without talking about leaves falling on the ground.
Slipping is kind of like a laxity of sweeping up what's here. It's not from the trees.
I honestly think it should be having more grit and making sure the walkways are fine.
They need to make sure that the place is clean and looked after well, because it's our community and we pay rates for that, so why not?
Get rid of the trees. This place will just be a concrete slab, and no one wants to look at a concrete slab.
It's just nicer. It's not just brick walls and floors, is it? It's better, I think.
Trees make the square look like a beautiful continental square. Without them, it will be a barren and soulless place.
You don't want it to be a concrete jungle. You want it to have trees, and you want them to have fairy lights at Christmas, and it to be leafy in the summer, and a lovely place to be.
I think the reason they want to cut them down is probably because when fall comes and the leaves start to fall off, they've obviously got to pay people to pick the rubbish up and everything else.
I've lived in Lancaster, 71 years, and I think the trees are lovely.
Well, it's nice to see greenery, isn't it, at any time of the year?
I think trees make people very happy indeed. They make me happy.
From my point of view, I'd like the trees to stay.
I think if they actually asked residents whether they wanted the trees to come down or not, they might find that a lot of people are opposed to the idea.
They've just been planted there because people wanted them there for looks, so why get rid of them when people wanted them there for looks years ago?
Don't take away the heart of the place.